Well, it's sure, in a sexy kind of masculine, rugged way.
Yes,
sure.
obviously.
Yes, that's right. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Nice. How's our son?
He's great. He's having a blast in 3A, teaching little Darcy how to walk.
Nice. Oh, right. Okay, I gotta.
Honey, I think you're missing the point.
What?
Our son is 4 floors down.
Yeah.
And going to be occupied for at least another half hour.
Right, but the pasta is going to be ready in about six or 7 minutes, I think.
Do you really care about pasta right now?
No, not really. I'm trying to cut wheat out of my diet.
Please say the name of the person you'd like to call.
Jake Martin.
Come on, you're not answering that right now.
I'm sorry, baby, but I'm a doctor. I'm on call, and I have to answer the phone. Could you please? Thanks. Hello?
Jake, it's Angie.
Hey, what's up?
I was in Crystal's restaurant and David came in. And now I'm all turned around and then I don't know where I am and I can't see anything.
I'm on my way. And one of my patients is having a relapse. Uppity up.
So the chief of staff calls you herself to let you know that? I saw the caller ID, Jake. I know it was Angie. You and Angie have been spending a lot of time together lately, driving her to work.
Well, babe, when I drove her to work, you know, her car had broken down, so that's...
Well, whenever you're not at the hospital, I mean, you're constantly on the phone together.
Really, constantly is a bit of a stress. Babe, she's under a lot of pressure, that's all. And with these budget cuts, it doesn't just cut our budget, but it cuts our sanity, and maybe she just needs somebody to talk to.
And she doesn't want to do that with Jesse?
Maybe it's easier to talk to somebody that's in her world. I mean, I know what's happening every day, you know, in her world. I love you. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Right, you're patient. Hey, you never explained why Angie called you herself. I mean, doesn't the shift nurse usually do that?
Like I said, honey, with the budget cut, we don't even have nurses, you know, we're covering for each other. I love you. I'm gonna make this quick, okay? And one more thing. I love you.
Love you too.
Angie.
Jake!
Yes.
Jake!
Come here. Sit down. What's happening? It's happening?
This one has lasted for a while.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do is you just take a deep breath. We're gonna stand up and you take my arm and I'll take you home, okay? Okay?
Can we wait maybe for a few minutes because it may get better?
Yeah.
I don't want to be led to your car like an invalid.
No, it's okay. Listen, we'll wait as long as we have to, okay? We'll stay right here. Stay right here.
Jake, please tell me that you see my Bible on the ground somewhere. I know I dropped it.
I don't know. Right. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
It's okay. You want to be carrying that thing around? Is that what you do now?
Jesse found it. I had put it away. We were having company for dinner, and I was in such a rush to straighten up that I just stuck this in the closet. And that was months ago. I don't even think I missed it. But I could tell you where every folder and every form is in my office. When did my priorities get so out of whack?
Those folders, they're very important. Those forms, they all represent a life, so don't be picking on those. They're important.
Yeah, but for Jesse to come across it, especially now, I mean, why didn't God just drop it on my head?
This is very scary. I'm sure it's very, very scary.
You know, I was never afraid of the dark when I was a child. And now I keep a light on when I go to sleep because I'm just so terrified to wake up not knowing if it's still nighttime or if I'm losing my sight. You know, Jesse thinks I'm losing my mind. What am I going to do?
You could tell him.
That's not what I mean. I mean, how am I supposed to live in a world where I can't see my husband's face in the morning and where I can't see the sun going down at night or the smile on my children's faces when they have their own babies? Babies I may never see. There's so much that I haven't seen. Jake, I don't want to miss all of that.
Let's get going. Come on, you take my arm.
I'm sorry you had to come to my rescue. Again.
I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it. You know that, right?
When I called you, was Amanda with you? What'd you tell her?
I told her I was seeing a patient.
You know, it's bad enough that I'm keeping this from Jesse, and now I have you lying to your wife.
Oh, it's not a problem.
No, it is. And once we determine if the meds are working, then all of this secrecy will be over. And either I will get better, and all of this will have been a bad nightmare,
Well,
or it'll be time to tell
don't
everyone
you-
the truth.
I just don't want to hear you knock the meds because, they could mean all the difference.
Jake, you and I both know the odds against an experimental working.
Well, that's why they call it faith. Hey! How's my favorite person?
Great. How was the hospital?
It's the usual.
I didn't know how long you were going to be gone, so I went and picked up Trevor, and we went to get ice cream from Crystal's.
You got ice cream at Crystal's?
Why'd you lie to me? You weren't with some patient at the hospital. You were with Angie.
Sorry.
Jake, what is going on?
Angie's just been overwhelmed a little bit lately.
With David's stuff? I mean, is that so new?
She thought she was pregnant. But it turns out that she's not pregnant. But I think it just sent her, for a loop, and I think she just needed a friend to talk to.
Well, why didn't you just tell me that?
Well, she asked me not to tell anybody. I don't think she wants Jesse to know. So, but yeah.
Well, she's lucky to have you. But I hope you know that you can tell me anything. I would never betray your trust like that.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Please forgive me.
Like I could stay mad at you.
So then, maybe you'd be willing to share your ice cream with me? Is that a no?